Hi guys, this is a tutorial playlist that gives you an in-depth knowledge of Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Follow along and you won't regret this. Hi guys, my name is Ibukun Emmanuel of iMind Creatives, and on this channel I make videos to help you get skilled up in video production and editing. So in this video, I want to cover the source monitor, and we'll be talking about how to use the source monitor and how to navigate the timeline.
Okay guys, welcome to class. We are going to talk about the source monitor and how we can use our timeline today. And for those of you that missed the last lesson, please check on the link above to watch the lesson. Now to the class proper. The source monitor. What is the source monitor? The source monitor is a window in Premiere Pro that allows you to view your video clips and sequences. The source monitor plays back individual clips. Now in the source monitor, you can prepare clips that you want to add to a sequence. Now the source monitor is like a pre-edit window that you trim your video, trim your audio, trim your graphics before you move them into the timeline. Now let us see how the source monitor looks like. Now the source monitor, if you look at the windows here, and see that we have essential graphics, we have effect controls, we have effects, we have source. You can see that source here, we have no clips yet because we've not added any clip to the source monitor. You can see that it is a video on its own, and it is like a mini playback system where you can pre-edit your video before you move them into the sequence or timeline. So how can we make use of the source monitor? How can we edit our individual clip on the source monitor? It is very easy. Just go to your project window, any video that you want to edit there. Okay, now we have this video, man watching a sunset. You remember it, we've been using this video in our previous lessons. So to add this video to the source monitor, you can just double click on the video and automatically the source monitor will be opened. So let us double click on the video now. So I've double clicked. You can see now that we have our source monitor opened. Check out the window of the source monitor. You can see that it's like a mini playback system where you can play back your videos. You can do some basic editing before you move the video into the actual timeline. So let me quickly tell you some of the elements that we have in the source monitor and how we can quickly make use of them. You can see that here we have the playhead position in the source monitor. This is called the playhead position. So this is the playhead. So you can see this is the playhead position, and here is the time code. This is the time code. So the playhead shows you the position where the playhead is in the video. Now currently this playhead is at approximately 19 seconds. This is a drag video only. This is a drag audio only. Now in this clip now, we can choose to drag the video only, or we can choose to drag the audio only. So this is the resolution, this is the settings, and this is the in and out points of the video. And we have so many tools here that we can use in the source monitor. We have so many tools that we can use in source monitor. We can add markers to video in the source monitor. We can choose our in point in source monitor. We can choose our out point as well in source monitor. So all these are tools that we can use in the source monitor that will make our edit work effective and easy. Now let us do something with the source monitor. Now the first thing I'm going to start with in the source monitor is the drag audio and drag video function of the source monitor. Now let's assume that you want to use this whole video clip. You don't want to cut out anything, and you decided that okay, I just want to make use of the video, I'm not using the audio. That is when you can use the drag video only. Now I'm going to practicalize it now. So you drag the video only into the timeline. You can see that this video now, we don't have any audio attached to it because we use the drag video only function. So if you play back, you won't hear any audio at all. Now the second function that we're going to use, let me just delete this, is the drag audio only. Now the drag audio only, just like the name implies, we only bring in the audio of this particular video to the timeline. So if I should drag it in now, you can see that it is only the audio I'm able to drag. So if you want to play back now, you can see that you can hear the audio of this particular video. So that is the function of drag video and drag audio only. This is the video and this is the audio in the video. So this is the playhead, this is the time code. Now in the case where you want to drag the whole clip inside both the audio and the video, you want it dragged together, all you need to do is to just click in, hold and drag in. You can see that it's dragging both the audio and the video at the same time. So you just drag it into the timeline. So I'm going to delete this now. Let us see other function. Another function we are going to talk about is the marker, add marker. Now you can add marker to your video. Now what are markers? Markers are edit points that you can add in your video, and edit point means that you probably want to take notes of that time code in that video to add up maybe a graphics, a text, maybe you're editing to beats, so you want to add markers to the videos to indicate where the beat drops. And there are so many things you can do with marker. You can add edit point there. Maybe probably you want to add a b-roll to your shots there. You want to add an effect, graphics, or you just want to take notes of a particular thing you want to do in that point. Maybe from this point where you raise the sand, you want to add a text to it, so you can just add marker to the text. So if you add marker, you can see that it has indicated here that you've added marker. And there are so many things. You can even add notes to markers. You can add a short description to the marker to tell you whatever it is that you want to do in that point. So what can we do from here is you right click and you click on edit marker. You can see that you have various parameters there that you can add to the marker. You can even change the color of the marker, maybe to red or whatever color you want to change it to, just for the purpose of organization. You can give it a name, maybe add, if you want to add a text, add text. So if you add text, you can even give your comment on it as well, maybe probably the description of the text that you want to add. Maybe I can do all things. As edit goes on, you are going to get comfortable with working with markers and how you can add so many cues, so many details to your marker. So I'm just going to press OK now. If you move your cursor to where the marker is and you stay a bit, you see that it will give you some details on the marker, just like we have here. Add text, and see that we have add text, and the description I wrote, I can do all things. Now at this point of the marker. Now the beauty of this is, if I should move in the clip into the timeline, the marker will also move with it. That is, we are importing the marker also as well as the clip into the timeline, and it will maintain that particular time code that we have added to it. So I'm just going to move the whole clip into the timeline. So I've moved the whole clip into the timeline. Now you can see that the marker has been added also. You can see our marker here in the video. You can see where the marker is right now. You can see where the marker is. You can see my description, add text, I can do all things. So if I import the video, that tells me that when I import the video, at this point I should add a text. So once I see this marker and I move my cursor on it and I see the description, I already know what I wanted to do at this point of the video. So that is how the marker works. in video, you can add so many markers in your video. You can see add markers, add markers, add markers. So you can add so many markers in your video. And if you feel like okay, you want to clear a marker, you can just right click, clear selected marker, you clear it, or you can choose to clear all markers. So if you choose to clear all markers, you can see that everything will be cleared. Everything will be cleared. So that is the function of the marker, and that leads us to the in point and out point. Now this is like a mini edit for your videos. For example, now maybe from the beginning of the video you don't want it. Now you can set your end point. Now end point is the point where the video will start from. So if I should set my end point now, you can see that we have like this segmented area. This is the beginning of the end point. That tells you that everything outside here will not be imported. It would have been trimmed before moving them into the timeline. So if I set my end point from here and I want to set another maybe out point from here, and I set my out point from here, now I can see this area that is highlighted. That is just the part of the video that is going to be imported into the sequence. So if I should drag the video in now, you will see that it will start from my in point and end from my out point. So anything outside this area will not be imported into the video. You can also move your in point and out point around in the source monitor. You can see this hand too. You can just move it around in the source monitor. That leads us to the next tools that we can use for our edit. For example, now okay, maybe you are trying to preview or run through how the video looks like, what the video looks like in the playhead position. So and you want to go back to your end point. It will be very difficult to try and link it up with your playhead. It will be very difficult, and it will also be difficult to locate the out point with your playhead here. That is what the next button does for us. Go to end point and go to out point. Now this is the button. Now go to end point. You want your playhead to go to the end point, so you just press this and automatically it will sync up the playhead with your end point. And same thing is applicable to the out point. This button right here, go to out point. If you want to see what the frame of your out point looks like, you can just click on this and automatically it will sync the playhead to the out point. So as you can see, it has synced it to the out point. So that is how the in and out point works. You place your in point at the place or at the position where you want your video to start from, and you place your out point at the position where you want your video to end. Even if I drag the audio, drag video only and drag audio only function, it will not take in any video that is not selected here. It will not take in any video that is out of our in point or out point. It will only take the video that is in, that is selected, that is marked in and out. So you can see even the audio only, you can see, so it won't take anything outside it. Now let me just clear the in point and out point. Now to clear in point and out point, right click and come down to clear in and out. Clear in and out, and automatically it will clear the selected area of the video. You can see clear in and out. Mind you, you can also clear in only. You can clear your in point only and your out point still remains. You see I've cleared my in point and I still have my out points. So you can easily add another in point to the video. Maybe you want to just a minute part of the video, you can just add in point to it here, and you can clear your out point only. Also clear out, maybe you want to have another out point, so you can just clear the out point and add another out point to it. And also you can also drag the in point and out point cursor, you know, with the cursor to indicate where you want your video to start. So I'm going to do that now. So you can see I can drag my in point, and I can also drag my out point, and I also drag both at the same time. So there are so many things that you can do with the source monitor, and these are just the basic things that you can do with the source monitor. So I'm going to clear our in and out points now. Yeah, so that leads us to the next button in the source monitor, that is the step back one frame. Now the function of this is you might want to preview the video frame by frame. For every one frame in this picture, you are stepping back, and that leads us to also step forward one frame. You step forward one frame, it means you are moving forward in time, frame by frame. And this is a popular icon that we all know. It is called the play button. If I want to play this video now from our source monitor, I can just click on this, automatically it will play. And if I play it, if I want to stop it as well, you click on the stop toggle and it will play. The shortcut for this on your system is the spacebar. So if you want to play, you can press the spacebar, it will play. You can see. If you want to stop the video, you can as well press the spacebar and it will stop. So that is the function of that. So we have talked about the marker, how you can add markers to our clip. We have talked about the in points, we have talked about the out point, we have talked about the go to in point and go to out point. We have talked about the step back one frame and step forward one frame. We have talked about the play and stop toggle. So we are going to talk about the export frame. We are going to talk about the inserts. Alright, so I'm going to start with the export frame. Now to export frame, it means that you want to save this particular frame on your system as a still image. You want to export it as a still image. Maybe you might want to use this for maybe a thumbnail, or you are asked to extract pictures from videos. So this has made it very easy for us editor to extract pictures from video. So if you want to do that, all you just need to do is to export the frame. So if you click on export the frame, it will bring a window. You can see that we have the export frame window there. You can change the name, maybe like thumbnail, to whatever name you want to change it to. You can even change the format. You can see we have different still image formats here that you can change. You can change it to DPX, JPEG, OpenSR, PNG. So let's change it to the popular JPEG format. So you change it to JPEG. You can also choose where you want to save your image. You can save it in pictures. Okay, let us just save it in pictures, and we choose. Also, we have a toggle here. You can decide that, okay, this image that I want to export, okay, let me use the normal word that everybody will understand. You want to screenshot. Yeah, I think that is a popular word, screenshots. You want to screenshot the image, you want to export the image. You can decide to also import it back into Premiere Pro for usage later. Maybe you want to use it as, maybe in the beginning of your intro, you want to use the image. So you can choose to import it back into Premiere Pro. So this frame will be saved, and if you toggle on this, it is going to be imported back into Premiere Pro as JPEG, that is as an image. So if I should click on OK, automatically the video has been saved to where I saved it on my file directories. So I'm just going to go to my file directories. I saved it in pictures and I saved it as thumbnail. So I can go to my file directories, come to pictures, and you can see now that I have the image here, clean, high quality. You can see what I saved it as thumbnail, and the file extension JPEG. If it is in a PNG, it's going to tell me the file extension also. So you can see that that's where I saved it. And also, if I should go to my project, I clicked on toggle. I toggle the import back to project. I toggled it. If I should click on the project, let me see if it's actually imported into our project. Yes, you can see that we have that picture also in our project here as thumbnail. And to be as organized as possible, in our last lesson we talked about project organization and all of that. You can click the link to watch that lesson. So thumbnail, to be as organized as possible, I can move this thumbnail image into our image folder. So you can see that we have videos, we have audio, sequences, images. So if I should click on our images, we have it saved here that can be used later in the edit. So I'll go back to our source monitor so we can talk about the inserts function. Okay, so that is that about the export frame. Now for the inserts. Now the way the insert works, it is very simple and easy. Let's assume that okay, we want these in points and want these out points. Now we already have a selected area of the video. Now you can choose to insert it instead of dragging it into the timeline. You can just choose insert and automatically it will drag this area of that video into the timeline, and that's what is just a one click thing. It will insert the in point and out point. So if you change your in point and you change your out points, okay, let's assume my in point, I put it as an out point, and I click on insert, automatically you can see that editing is already going on. Okay, all right, now I have another video here now. So if I have, maybe I want this part of the video and I want this part of the video, so I can choose the in point and out point and insert it. You can see, so edit is already ongoing, and insert. So you can see that if I should play back everything that I have here now, let me see. Okay, you see, all right. So that is how the source monitor works. You can, there are varieties of edits that you can do from the source monitor before moving it into your actual timeline and sequence.
So here we go. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I believe this video have stirred up some inspiration in you. So leave a comment if you have any questions pertaining to what I have said in this video. By the way, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you don't get to miss a thing. Thank you guys for watching. Stay creative.